Welcome to the Friends in Film podcast. My name is Janet Urban. I've been teaching Friends in Film for 15 years. I show people how to get into the film industry and work, how to become a professional. What you're going to learn from me is all the inside, unspoken stuff that you will not hear anywhere. Even if you've been doing background on film sets, you will not hear how to actually get inside and excel to these top positions in the film industry. As a director, as a DP, as a producer, as an actor. What you're going to learn here is all the stuff that film school doesn't teach you, that you need to know if you want to actually excel to the highest levels. See, we think that the film industry is so hard and that it's going to take us a long time to get to where we want to be. But what it actually is a bunch of small steps that you do that get you on film sets, that get you learning your craft and getting good at your craft and getting opportunities to do your craft so that you do it consistently and get called for it every single week. So come work with us with Friends in Film. You've taken the first step by listening to this podcast, and I look forward to enlightening you everything that you need to know about working in the professional film industry. So Happy New Year, everybody. We had a heck of a wonderful evening. We had several mentors that were here, as well as some of my friends, as well as so we had a really amazing New Year's Eve. We did a dinner. Christina came and cooked. But yes, we wanted to get together and do an impromptu call since we were all here together. Wish everybody a Happy New Year's, started off right, give you guys some examples of just talking, about working on film sets and how film sets can give us an advantage as an actor, as whatever it is that you want to do, because it gives you the most amazing life, because you're meeting all the coolest people and building skills that can serve you for the rest of your life. I think that's really probably my most important thing that I think I do is show you guys a whole new life, just show you a way to start this new life, and then you have it. You can step away from the film industry, and then since you know how to get into it, you can go back into it again. Once you have these skills, film sets. Yeah, so Anya's an actor. Anya is originally from Russia and lives in Oslo and also Switzerland.
Yeah, so recently I've been living and working between Switzerland and Norway. Yeah, originally from Russia, and the last more than 10 years I've been living in Europe. And when I met Janet, it was 2018, I think.
2018, okay.
Yeah, I finished the program, I think also at the end of 2018. And then I came to LA in 2019 and met you in person.
Yep. And then you did a film festival there?
I did the film festival,
in 2018.
And
because you were acting in a film that they did the film festival in LA, so she flew in for that film festival. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we shot a short film in London, and that film had the festival around the world, and it ended up in LA, and I came to LA for that. Awards, International Film Festival Awards ceremony. So
what a life!
Yeah, that was great. Who could know that would lead to this result eventually.
So my plan is to show you some pictures from Anya in Norway and have her kind of talk about some of her stories, how getting on set has led her to opportunities and to an agent and to principal acting roles on TV shows so that you can see it for yourself. And Omar might jump in there. We just kind of want to I think the best way to make it so real is just to talk about what's been going on and how the opportunities came in. This is a lot of headshots. This is the life of the actor. Right?
This was 21-day self-tape challenge. I did the program.
Okay.
And that was every day you get the script and you need to submit this every day. So you got the new script to learn and to do self-tape. And this is the different characters I had to play. I just wanted to show you that it was 21 days non-stop. So I was different person every day, and it doesn't take so much time actually to prepare. They say 1 hour is enough. Sometimes we feel very overwhelmed with self-tape and timing. I think we need to just make it less important and make it more like casual. Like, okay, I got self-tape to do. Give it just an hour and maybe 3-5 takes is good enough, and then just send it. Because I think it's a lot of pressure for the actors. It's not so easy to do self-tape at home because of many technical reasons, or also you need to find the scene partner, and timing might be not the best. And we just want to do perfect version, and sometimes we don't do because we are afraid to not make it do best, but we just need to do it. And the more you do, the better you get, and the less important it will be for you eventually.
I know for myself being on camera, it's just like, if I think about it, I'm going to be like going in my head. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to go and do and let it flow out of me. So it's the same thing. You don't aim for perfection. Like, don't aim for perfection. Just aim for, okay, that's how I'm going to do it right now, and enjoy that, you know?
Yeah, it's like to make a cup of tea in the morning. Okay, I got the script, I go to make a cup of tea, and just take it, like, try to make it less important. I think this is the key. When you make it less important, it makes you feel more real, more human, and then you don't play, you don't act, you just be there, you just be the character.
Yeah, it's just part of your lifestyle. It's just what you do. It's not anything like, oh, like this giant thing, I have this incredible opportunity, like that's a lot of pressure. Instead, it's like, yeah, I'm an actress, I'm just self-taping today. And exactly, like I make a cup of tea every day, I make a cup of coffee every day, I just want to self-tape.
From this challenge, what came from this challenge?
Well, I learned that you just make the self-tape the easiest possible you can, and just play around. Be different, make different characters. You can see different expressions in the picture.
So you did self-taping of all these different characters. That's what this was. So it was...
Yeah, every day I got the new script, and I was I was learning the script, and I was sending the self-tape. So every day I had different characters playing.
All right, so now you have a principal acting role here. Of course, you can't show us the set because all of that is top secret. But tell us what.
I like the slippers, standing on the grass. Yeah. So the story is that I came for the interview to be a script supervisor. I met producer and director at lunchtime. I came to the studio, to the production studio. And it was pretty chill atmosphere. We just talked together, and suddenly the producer assistant bring sushi, and everybody's eating sushi. And he just the director, he just asked me, "Oh, I can see from your CV that you've done many jobs. You've been working in an art department. You've been PAing. You've been working as a script supervisor, but what do you actually do? Like, what is your main thing?" And I said, "Well, actually, I'm an actress." After a while, so we had a great interview. After a while,
which the interview was just like chatting, like
it was just chatting, yeah.
Yeah.
After a while, in like 3 days, I sent him a message. I thought just to say thank you for opportunity to be in the room. But by the way, if you have a role for me, I would love to submit a self-tape. And in a while, he replies and he says, "Actually, yes, Anya, I have a role for you." So I didn't get the role as a script supervisor, but I got the role as an actress.
I love it. And the only way that you would have gotten that role as an actress in this particular situation is by being inside and meeting all these people just like personally.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
And how you followed up. I love how you followed up. That was really good what you said.
It was scary actually, just to send the message, just like to show yourself, just to express yourself. But I just found him on Facebook and I sent him the message. He could not reply, right? But he replied to me. And so I got the role. It was 2 days acting on a TV show called Wisting.
That's a big TV show.
It's a big TV show, yeah.
Yeah. And this was the one this is not the one that you did 3 seasons, or that you did.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that one. You get a basic understanding of a lot of these jobs on set. Like you're working around. You've been Omar's been a gaffer. He's obviously done sound, done set dressing, done production design, and you've done what have you? You've done script supervising. You've done Art department. You've done second AD.
Yeah.
Working with talent.
Yeah.
What else have you done?
Well, I've done obviously PAing and
PAing, yeah.
We also it's called like extras casting coordinator. I've done this.
Background actor, casting coordinator, and you were also directing the actors, right, on set too. Like you guys go next, and then this, yeah. Okay, that's cool. So that's like second AD job. So you get in there, and as artists, we have so many skills that we can use. And you guys are, good examples of this as well. We have so many skills, and when you have a great attitude, then people they need somebody for like a second AD or the background. And they look at who they've worked with, and they're like, "Oh, Anya, she was amazing. And maybe she could do this job," because they really want to stay within all the people that they're already working with. They don't want to bring in somebody that they don't know if they would show up late. I mean, they just want to work with you. So this is the cool thing about getting in there is, you get to know people personally. Like,
they want to trust
family,
you.
And they trust you, and they want you there on set. Mm-hmm. So you will work around, and then what happens is you can get acting opportunities from this. So how many people on set know that you're an actor? Like almost everybody? Eventually they know you're an actor also?
Yeah, I guess 80% knows, yeah.
Okay, yeah. How does it come up?
Well, I'm just talking with people, and through the small talks, conversations, we just get to know each other better. And then I remember it happened once when I was doing extras casting coordinating, and I met a girl. She was actually first AD, but she is also a director, and she said, "You know what, I'm working now on the music video, and there is a rapper which is coming now to Oslo. I don't know, guys, if you know him, Array, the rugged man. So he was coming to Oslo, and she said, I'm going to direct this music video, and I'm looking for an actress." And I said, "Oh, so cool, I've never been in a music video before." And that's how I jumped to this project. It was very cool. Like we were shooting, and the set was like a 19th century. It was really cool costumes, and everything was so magical. Yeah, so I love that too. So it's a first AD, and see, this is what's so cool about that. First AD, that as a production assistant, you have a lot of interaction with them, and you're helping them, and you're talking to them all day long, and you have their back. And then they like just want to pay you back. They, want to help you with your career. So she's like, oh, actually, she's also a director, so she can bring you in. She can do whatever she wants. So people that you meet on set, you might be like, oh, well, that's an AD. How are they going to help me? Well, a lot of people wear a lot of different hats and are doing different things because everybody's moving up in their careers. We often forget that. We just see it as at point blank, and we're like, oh, okay, well, that's a sound mixer. How are they going to help me? Well, the sound mixer could also be doing other jobs, or they can refer you into other jobs. I mean, it's just like people just know everybody else. You never know who will refer you. You never know. It can be a gaffer. Gaffer, for sure. Yeah. Camera operators, you never know, but usually it can be ADs because they're in the discussions in pre-production before these things are shooting. Also, they could be producing. There's many first ADs that are also producing, and they're producing something coming up. So even though they're working on a commercial, it might be a TV show or feature film or music video coming up. Also DPs, they're also in conversations with producers before the thing is, they're in these discussions before, and they know that they need people, so they can be really great. All these professional projects can be very good because people are doing these lower budget projects that are lower budget for their own careers, and then you can work on these just to help them out, and then you can get put in as talent, and that has happened so many times. Does that ever happen to you? Does that happen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, tell us the story.
I was on a Panda Express commercial, and I was PAing And then on the second day, on the walkie on the production channel, they're like, "Hey, any PAs want to be a background extra?" Nobody answered. And then someone was like, "Oh, I go to two." And I go to two, and they're like, "Hey, the producers want you to be a background extra." And I
Oh,
was
they
like,
wanted
"Okay."
you.
Yeah.
They're like, first we'll ask them, and then if not, we're going to tell them.
Yeah. So that one actually didn't pan out, but it was funny. Like the opportunity was there, so that happened.
They ended up not needing
No,
you after all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
cool. I'm sure if I've
Nice to be asked by the producer.
yeah, and I'm sure like if I pursued that, I would open up more opportunities
Yeah.
to make that happen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead. I was thinking
I was
Yeah.
sound mixing on a passion project. He's a big Hulu star, but he made his own short film, and there was a shot that was MOS, which means we weren't recording sound. And they're like, "Hey, we need background extras. Like, Omar, you want to be an actor in this scene?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. What do you want me to do?" And so I'm just there, like walking with a newspaper under my arm. It was fun. It's cool. Like all this happens. It's yeah. Like,
Usually they don't pull in sound mixers.
I've been working on a commercial. I was working as an actress in a commercial, and I met a producer, and he was the production manager at that project. And at the end of the shoot, I was just, I printed those cards, business cards, as Janet say, ready to work. And just for a minute, I'm from Norway, from a minor market, so it's not so big like here in California. In London, it's normal just to give a card, but in Norway, it's like top professional level. And I'm like,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm also a PA, so if you need my help, I'm ready to help. And he's like, "Oh wow, do you have a driving license?" And at that time I didn't have driving license. I was like, "Not right now, but I'm ready to get them." And so he got my card, and then after a while he just called me and he said, "We need help with extras on set." And so I was working on his next feature film. After a while,
And what was his job on that?
There he was a line producer.
Oh, okay. All right. So production supervisor worked with her as a PA. She gave him the card. He's impressed. And he's like, "Okay, next shoot I'm producing and I want you to wrangle the background."
Yeah.
That's not the right word for you guys, but it's work with the background. Be a background coordinator. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, I was doing like PA/extras coordinator.
Yeah, extras coordinator.
Yeah, and it was at COVID time, the production was stopped, but anyway, we continued in a while. So
COVID
we
time.
stayed in touch, and then in a year, perhaps, he just sent me the message and he said, "You know what, I'm working on a new project, and I know they're looking for an actress with a Russian background, and here's the casting director, you can just email." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thank you very much." So I sent a message to the casting director, and she's like, "Yeah, I was thinking about you. Let's make appointment for the audition." So I came to the audition, and I had a scene with my partner, and we did some improv together. So we did audition, and in a couple of weeks I called back, and she said, "You're booked." So I was like, "Wow, it's working." Yeah, this was great. It was a TV show I did. I did 3 episodes of 6. So it took three hours to make this every day.
wow.
That's amazing. So 3 hours, huh? Yeah. It looks really good.
Yeah, to be honest, the first time they did it for me, I was a bit shocked because I didn't expect to be in this. The hardest was to just wait, because they put this on you and your skin is just like, I don't know, just see it's just ugly, and also you can see on the lips you have those. It's silicone, yeah. So they ordered this online, and you just wait. I talked to my agent and I said, "Can you please just talk to the production manager and say that could we just decrease the waiting time, because it's so hard for me just to sit in this and wait for, I don't know, another 2 hours before I go on set." But after a while I get used to it, you just take it easy, and you just to try to not try to just ignore it, just make it your skin, your own
Yeah.
skin.
I've heard stories of like that, like this happened to Rooney. She was wrangling and then they put her in and then she's like, holy shit, I still got my walkie on. So I'm not sure she did a take with that walkie on, but she's like, oh my God. Now that's the story of where the production manager was producing the TV show. That's interesting, actually.
Yeah.
The production manager producing then a TV show, because the production manager, and what was that the production manager was working on? What was that?
It was a commercial. He was a production manager.
See, that's interesting. So, production manager for commercial, you would not think would lead you to a role in a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't, like, when I found out about the Friends in Film, for me, it was really like, it was such a genius idea to work behind the scenes, behind the camera. I didn't even think about it. I remember I just came back from London from the school I did, and I came back to Oslo. I was like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do now? Like, doing auditions. I didn't know what would be the next step, and the universe sent me Friends in Film. I just found this randomly on Facebook, and
it just made sense to you. Coming
didn't-
out of school, you're
yeah.
like, well, let me work behind the camera.
I had like debt. I borrowed money to study in London, and I didn't have money to take your program. But I just decided I will find it, and I completed the program eventually.
Yeah, and you made a lot of money on professional film sets.
Yeah, and this investment just gave more opportunities and more outcome.
So tell us, like, you worked on, commercials, TV shows, feature. I mean, just give us the whole all professional stuff.
I did 2 different CVs, production CV and acting CV, and I was just jungling between those 2.
And that's what you need to do. You wouldn't put them together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the last project I did was a feature film in Moscow. Actually, we shot 1 year ago. You can't believe. I mean, you know the situation. But they flew me over to Moscow. It was yeah, it was great. It was just like also it was for a couple of days. I felt like a big star because I got my own track.
You're a trailer.
Trailer, yeah. And it was my first time I worked in Russia, and it was amazing. Very kind, very professional people. And now this movie came out, and the movie got the Grand Prix. So very grateful.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it won a big award.
Yeah, I got the award. Yeah, at the film festival.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how did that happen that they met? I mean, that's quite an opportunity that they got you booked the role and they flew you on location to shoot.
They were desperate. I think they were looking for. The movie is about it's connected with Norway, so it was like a story between Russia and Norway. It was supposed to be co-production, but because what happened, so it was just made in Russia, and so they they did all set in Russia like it's happening in Norway, and they were looking for Norwegian actress, and I speak Norwegian language, so I did self-tape in Norwegian and I sent it. And,
this is fascinating. Like, you're getting opportunities from both ends.
It's so funny because in Norway I never play Norwegians, I play just Russians, and in Russia I play Norwegians.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So tell us, like, run through the professional stuff that you've done.
When I was a student in Oslo, I did their drama school. I remember the first shoot I came up was documentary. It was a documentary film. We did a fight scene. I was a stunt performer. It was back 2017. So I was just shooting. We were shooting the scene in the park, in the national park. I've been doing a couple of background roles in the TV shows in Norway. Then I went to study in London. Then I did this short film, which led me to LA with an award.
When did you start Friends in Film in this time period?
When I was back from London. It was 2018. I was back from London, and then I started to do more and more projects. So I did a couple of Scandinavian TV shows, and then many independent projects. So my highlight was actually this TV series, Headhunters, where I played a dead person.
Yeah.
Not just dead, but I was alive and also dead.
Yeah, and the music video and the feature film.
And the feature film now in Russia.
Okay, so this one, where are you?
It's in Cannes. So guys, actors, producers, whoever, you can go to Cannes Film Festival without, it's not like a big top festival you can't attend. You just apply for accreditation, and it's easy. You just come and you can do so many things there. The best, I think, to do a schedule, to arrange meetings with casting directors, producers, directors in advance, because everybody is so busy there. There's so many things happening. And if you go to Cannes, go for at least a week, because it's just, you will love it. It's so much going on there. I remember I came first for 5 days. I was like, no, I don't want to leave.
Oh, so you've been there twice.
Yeah, I've been there twice. Yeah, this is the first time.
Yeah, if you're, from a country, you might want to get together with people from your country too, because that's what you did, and that was awesome.
Yeah, we came as a community. We are like, there is international Russian-speaking actors community, so we came like 15 people from different countries. We came all together. It's much easier. So even if you go with a friend who works in the film industry or whoever, you just don't go alone.
How do you find people to go with?
Well, because we are a community, so we just arrange just chat in WhatsApp. Okay, what is the agenda? We go to Cannes, and people just start planning. It's much easier when you go. You can go like with the friends in film from LA.
That'd be amazing.
You can say, okay, guys, we go to Cannes now. Who will join? Yeah, so it opens a lot of opportunities. I think you get to know more about business and more about film festivals and meet plenty of people. You see great films. The first films that coming out this year, it's in Cannes. So this is the festival must attend.
So that must have been what was that?
When was it?
What was it?
It was a feature film we shot in Norway. It was a comedy, Olsenband. It's just Norwegian classic story they remake over and over again. And I worked there in art department.
What was the budget? Because it looks like it's pretty big.
I don't know the budget. They didn't share with me.
But it's pretty big. It's a pretty decent budget.
Because it's classic. They like I don't know. It's so big. Everybody knows about this story. Like the kids grown up with this story, so they did a huge premiere in a big cinema, with the red carpet and all.
What's that from?
This is this TV series where I played, where I had an interview with a producer and director, and I got the role as an actress. So this is the shot from the TV series listing.
Yeah, this is where she stopped by the production office trying to get the script supervisor job, didn't get it, but got hired as an actor instead.
Yeah, it was extraordinary for me. Like it was plenty of people, crew standing behind the camera, and you are almost naked in this bath tube, and it was hot. My face was red. It was so warm. I can tell you the story because this is like the opening ceremony. This is the when the Cannes starts. This is the first day. And even if you get accreditation, there is no guarantee you get the ticket because you have to every day you have to go 7 a.m. to the system to book the ticket, to get the ticket.
Oh.
But we did it, but we didn't get the ticket because it was immediately sold out.
Oh, wow.
So we had, what we did, we went to the last line. And we dressed up, we were ready. We didn't know if we got the tickets to the opening ceremony. And we just came there to see if we got or not. And it was just two ladies came to us. Are you going to the opening ceremony? Yes, we do. Here's the tickets for you. And they just gave us to us because they didn't plan to go. And we were like, oh, thank you.
Oh,
and we got tickets to the opening ceremony. Yeah, it was just luck.
What does it cost normally?
It doesn't cost because if you get accreditation, it's for free.
Okay.
Everything is for free. Okay. There, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, not
awesome.
food, but other events like screenings and different parties. People just invite each other and just like, come, here's the party at the yacht, here's the party in the villa, and usually they serve food, drinks for free and stuff like that.
So the meetings with the casting directors, how did that go? How many did you meet with, and what was that process?
So as a community, we emailed just casting directors. We built professional relationship earlier, and we emailed to the new casting directors. We just said, hi, we are Russian-speaking community. It's called Casting Bridge. We would love to meet you at Cannes Film Festival. We are here. We are so and so. Just let me know if you're available. What time and date will fit for you. And we just sent plenty of emails. We did prior work. And then people reply and we arrange meetings with them.
Okay.
We did the same.
So quite a few.
Yeah, we did like 15 meetings.
15?
Yeah, 15 meetings.
That's interesting.
In Cannes, and also we went to Berlinale Film Festival in Berlin. This is another huge film festival. You should go. It's happening now in February.
Ooh, cold.
Yeah, you can also apply as a Berlinale talent there. It's a great thing to do. They arrange some meetings. They do some events for those who they pick up as a talent.
So anybody could do this, like Americans could come over and do that, Canadians and
Indians, everybody. This is the big star. He is Dennis Studhøy. He is a Norwegian actor. I worked with him. I worked in our department. He was an actor there.
Oh,
he worked in Hollywood as well. I told him we are looking for the Norwegian actors for the Russian project. But he said, sorry, I have family, I can't go, they don't let me go to Russia. But he said, we can meet together and have a cup of coffee. And I just told him about the project. And we had a nice conversation together. And he said, you can always talk to me, send me the message. I'm happy to help whatever I can.
That's really important. Like using your position in art department to get connected with professional actors. That's a very valuable relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the way we do it, the backdoor way that Friends in Film teaches us. Is to use
and then what she did is she gave him an opportunity. She's like, hey, would you like to be in this film?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was really like, he said, thank you very much, thinking of me. I would love to go, if not what is happening. So they're not advised to go to Russia right now, and say, I understand. But anyway.
You know what I love also is like, yeah, you're working in art department, but he knows you're an actor. And artists know, it's like, yeah, he's a big actor. But artists are just like, we are all the acting community. It's such a feeling of like, theater, plays, Cannes, everybody's one.
Yeah.
So there's not like, there doesn't need to be like a
I just think like do what you really feel, like don't be afraid. Come to the big star or whatever. I remember also I've been working with one rapper and I didn't know he was big in Norway, and I was just like joking with him and just talking with him like normal, and then I don't know what I just found. Somebody told me he is a big star, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know you were a big star. I came to him and I said, I didn't know you were a big star, and he was like,
like, well, I'm kind of a big star.
He was just laughing. Yeah, well, just be simple. I think just do what you feel. Don't be afraid. Express yourself. Yeah, and the opportunities will come.
What about this one?
Yeah, this is I think the interesting story. So you saw the picture me with this SVX effect.
Yeah.
So the makeup artist who did this for me, she was pregnant at that time, and she was doing this for me being pregnant. And I remember, she was making me like being dead while she was pregnant, having the life inside her. Wow. And I was just, while she was putting these silicones on my face, I was just holding her belly, and I was like, just trying to be connected to some life. And this is another set where the baby was born, and we were working together, and I was like, this is baby I was touching.
I mean, obviously, you have lived a pretty extraordinary life. You've shot in London, you shot in Moscow, you shot in Norway. You're really living the dream, and you have much more that you can be doing as well.
Exactly.
So, you know,
I would say like the last year, I thought like I'm gonna take a break from the production just to try to see if I can do only acting. But I think I'm ready, you know, to do both now. You know, just to come back to production again and try and do both sides, production and acting, because I feel like working in the film industry, in front of camera, behind the camera, it just gives you a lot of energy, and it brings you more work. That's what also you say.
It looks like almost all your opportunities have come this way.
Exactly. Yeah. Just if you get certain level, don't stop. This is, I think, the way you get scared a little bit, like, oh, I'm here now, but I need to go further. And then you like stop, like, oh my God, I need to really go here. So just don't be afraid and go here. Just do your work.
Yeah, you see yourself, like, I think that this is kind of the pathway. You're on sets, you're learning, you're meeting everybody. It's like, oh my God, I'm so excited to be here, and I'm a beginning actor. And then you get TV shows, you get feature films, you know, go on location, and you start living like, you know, like, hey, I'm an actor. People want me. I'm known by casting directors and producers, and people are calling me. And then it's like, now you start to change your identity as somebody, and you have to change your identity. You have to make that shift. Like, when you come back now to Norway, it's like, I'm an established actor. Let's roll up my sleeves and let's see what we can do this year. So you're not beginner anymore. Now you're like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's create some value here in Norway.
Yeah.
And maybe Switzerland too.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, and it's not like easy, but you're actually you're being true to yourself and doing what you want to do. And that's why we're all here, you know. We're all artists, we're all capable of so much, and we've lived so much of our life knowing that we're not reaching our full potential, and you're actually going for it. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, that's really cool.
Yeah. Just do what you love and don't be afraid. Especially when you're afraid, just do it. Because if you're afraid there, that means you have to really do it. Something that's just holding you, and you need to break it through.
Yeah, and I think that being on film sets lets you break through being afraid, because you're there and you're like, oh, this is what it is. It's a bunch of artists doing different jobs on set, so I can contribute to that. I can do that. Let's see what we can do. Make it simple in your mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Wherever you are, it doesn't really matter. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everybody!
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So awesome. You've just expanded your mind about the film industry. So instead of taking stabs in the dark and trying all these different things, how about you focus 10 months of you working in the film industry with me helping you? That would be our craft certification program. If you're interested in that, go to friendsinfilm.com/join and come in with us. That's friendsinfilm.com/join. I'll see you there.